that gives us a good excuse, talking about Raskin and Rangers, to come to our Rangers exclusive. I mean, I think you're too good to the viewers, to be honest, Keith. Another exclusive surrounding the potential Rangers takeover. What can you tell
well,
us?
it's information which has come to me, which I found quite interesting. I think that Rangers fans might find it quite interesting as well. Obviously, we had revealed that Andrew Cavenagh had arrived in Glasgow ahead of the Fenerbahce game a couple of weeks ago. And that was the first time that he had stepped foot in the city since the Daily Record revealed that he was the guy that's actually putting this takeover together, along with the financial backing of the San Francisco 49ers. So Kavanagh was part of a 4-man delegation, which was staying in a city centre hotel in Glasgow ahead of the Fenerbahce, checked in ahead of the Fenerbahce game, went to the game that night, and I believe Rangers then played Celtic on the Sunday, and I believe at some point over that period, in between times, this 4-man delegation was chauffeured to Auchenhowie for an access all areas VIP tour of the training facilities. And I believe that already, having made that visit, they're drawing up plans for a sort of refurb, an upgrade, modernisation, call it what you will, but something that will involve spending a few quid. They've obviously seen things they like, things they think can be improved. And it's just another sign of how far advanced this is, that they're now getting down to checking out these sort of facilities and working out plans for, when they do get the keys to the front door, what they're going to do to give it a proper makeover. And it will include a bit of a refurb and a bit of a spend, you would think, at Auchenhowie. And I think it probably needs it.
I was going to say that, Mick, that can't be a bad thing. I mean, that's something that all Rangers fans surely be excited about.
No, I, that's the word. It's excitement for fans to hear that kind of stuff, because it does look that the momentum is growing, and this group are looking to get their teeth into this place and really make an impact. So it's all good news for Rangers fans that these guys are serious. They're not going to be these kind of fly-by-nights that are in it for a fast buck or whatever it is they want to do. Some of these consortiums, they actually have got grand plans. Auchenhowie, I mean, it's a good setup there already. So, but if you invest into that as well, it's only going to improve it. It just means it just shows that they mean business, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, Mike, even the fact that Andrew Cavenagh, now this is a guy who has no kind of profile in terms of, he's made his money and substantial amounts of it in health insurance in the States. So he's got no publicity from doing that. He's lived a very quiet life, making his money out of health insurance. It's difficult to imagine, although he's done very well. It's difficult to imagine a duller set of business circumstances to become an expert in. So
possess him to get involved in football.
to walk into this, so that's a major. And I felt it was a bit of a statement that for a guy that's not used to this and that has no training or background in it, for his name to come out. And for him to realise that he'd been rumbled and exposed, and now for the first time he's having to stick his head above the parapet and realise, wow, that's the response. It's front page news. It's this. This is all new for him. So I thought it was quite telling for him just to even come to Glasgow. Now that the secret was out, he'd obviously been to Ibrox previously on a couple of occasions, but nobody had the first idea who he was, so that was easy. But for him to go to the director's box for the Fenerbahce game, and even bigger than that, to then go to Celtic Park, well, he's really fronting up there.
Yeah, and he was in the press box at Celtic Park. So what a day for him to experience that. I mean, to get a kind of flavour of what he's walking into. Fenerbahce one night, Derby a few days later. So he now knows, doesn't he? He now knows that he's stepping into an environment that's passion, you name it. So that must get him excited as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or it could scare you. You could scare the horses there a little bit, but maybe he get really lucky in that, two absolutely incredible results and performances for Rangers. So you're right. You're always a little bit concerned. It was the old Charles Green phrase, the Rangers-itis. But this guy is coming in with significant money and backing. So it's not a fly-by-night. He's the complete opposite of a charlatan. And there's been a procession of them walking in through the doors over the years at Rangers. This guy seems like the real deal. The 49ers are you know, I mean, their financial clout is just breathtaking. So, and as I keep saying, I don't expect them to walk in through the doors and start spending funny money, you know, and throwing ridiculous amounts around. But they will be making smart investments. They will spend, and clearly the plans, they're already looking at what areas, whether it's in terms of the facilities or the playing squad, where they can make improvements, what needs spent on what. And you know, as I said, I think the fact that he's not shirked it, he knows that he was going to get some attention, and he walked back in to Ibrox for that game and Celtic Park, and he's obviously done this sort of fact-finding mission at Auchenhowie as well. It tells you that he feels that this is getting very, very close to completion. My information is likely to be completed in the coming weeks. I know I've said this for a while, but weeks rather than months. I stand by that. It has been a few weeks already, I get that. But I'll be surprised if it goes on much later than April, because they need to start drawing up the plans for what they want to put in place for the start of next season.
Well, look, exciting times for Rangers fans, and if you want to stay abreast of the latest regarding Rangers' potential takeover, this is the only place to do so.